And as far as Hitler and stuff like that, or Adolf, like I say, because they're my old factories and other places like that, where basically people are having, you know, making more children. Basically, a lot of them want me to name their children, as I am basically the owner of the buildings for which they live. So, which basically means that I have to name, or I'm asked to name children, lots and lots of children. Like I said, I had like probably 20, 30, 40 orphanages all around the world that were really actually my old factories. So apparently, I guess somehow Adolf is one of those names that I basically invented or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. And there are 30,000 or more Adolfs. And eventually, later on, I just leave it up to the mothers or the people at the orphanages to name the children because, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not that good at it. But I do name a few, like the Adolfs and stuff like that, which there are 30,000 or 3,000 or something like that, Adolfs. So anyway, and then later on, I'm like, I'm not really good at naming, and and I'm not really. I mean, like, I don't know. So anyway, even though I am basically the creator, so anyway, but I also have orphanages here on Earth and stuff like that, or I had them. Anyway, it gets all confusing and kind of crazy and ridiculous as children basically decide to do certain things. So anyway, it's hard to say exactly who was what and who did what, as there were 30,000 or 7 million little humans running around the earth, this earth doing stuff, and only about 3 or 4 really bad ones. So, or something like that. And it's hard to say exactly their level of or degrees of bad, as they were just doing what they do. But generally, my orphanages all had lots of stuff and lots of things, and directing them and trying to get them straightened out and trying to get them to act the appropriate way and stuff like that. And it gets confusing and complicated as the years go on. But yeah, so, and then of course, like I say, a few people were doing using drugs and stuff like that and causing a problem, which I was made aware of, and of course had to start to deal with. So anyway, like I said, yeah, all of a sudden I was the happy father of millions upon billions of little life forms, which were humans. So nothing that I'm not too, I'm used to it really. So, um, so yes, and lots of people, like I said, even the USS Rodney, as I have males and females working together, had quite a few little children apparently. So as people are stuck on those 6 month voyages, and I do not discourage relationships that much. So a lot of women end up getting pregnant, which is okay. Like I said, quite a few of my concentration camps end up having quite a few little ones of their own. So these people are basically born into my camps. And then, of course, there's all my cities, which basically every single day a new little one pops out. So, not that I mind little ones. In fact, I love children. But basically, there's millions upon billions of new children born every single day in one of my cities. So, all around the world. So, yes. Anyway, as I said, maybe I'm not such a good father. I don't know. Maybe I'm not such a good role model, but I mean, I own the orphanages, and I own the towns, and I own the cities, and also at some point in time, my little ones, the children of the children of the children, decided to try and make the world basically mine. So anyway, yeah, and what they do is kind of like what they do, and they're very cute little ones, and I do love them very much, and they work very hard, and they actually do basically secure and make the place safe, and go out into this world to make more. Like I said, what children do, well, and just trying to guide them in the proper direction and all that other stuff sometimes can be kind of like trying to wrangle 500 horses all at one time. So anyway, which we get them. I think we did all right, but it's not always easy to get a whole bunch of free-thinking little children to get all in a line and start goose stepping, as they say. uh, it melts my heart. It really does. Because they were so cute and they're so adorable and they just wanted to be like their big. They just wanted to do me proud, I guess. I'm not really sure. For some extent, I just want to just say, come here. I want to hug you and love you and stuff like that. Because a lot of them did just. They're just doing what they thought was best, and I don't feel any animosity towards them, and I love them very much. And a lot of them were very hard workers and stuff like that. But like I said, having 7 million or 7 billion or 150 billion life forms, and they're all basically related. Connected to me, or actually basically young children that come along that really don't know any better and stuff like that. And like I said, when you grow up in a male-female orphanage of 1,000 males and females, well, there's going to be a lot of children eventually coming from that. So, and I don't discourage that, as it's just a natural, normal biological feature. So, anyway, yeah. So, lots and lots and lots of children. So that's pretty much what was happening all around the world, and there's more made every single day. So anyway, yeah, what was I supposed to do? Say no, you can't have sex? And we do try and discourage it a little bit up until a certain age, like at least 12 or 18 years old. We try and say, you shouldn't do that until you're older. And they do kind of try, but boy or girl in the same building, it's kind of bound to happen. So, as its natural biological feature. And your body calls to the other side. So anyway. Yeah, well, what can I say? I designed you myself in order to do that. So I have only myself to blame. Anyway, though, but otherwise you wouldn't reproduce. And what am I supposed to, and then you wouldn't, so. I don't know. You're going to be, like I say, you're going to come into this world and you're not going to understand things. And you didn't understand, certain things. And, well, I don't know. I just did the best I could. So, anyway, but that's how you get America and Germany and all these other places, is just lots and lots of little children. And maybe I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it. But even my labor camps, or even my slate mines, had a fair new employment people as children. And children that grow up in an environment of working actually become very, very good hard workers themselves. And I was very proud of all their work and all their things that they did. Like I say, I don't hate them. I love them very much. And, so. And it gets all complicated as Rodney or JFK or someone else wants to try and take over or tries to guide them in the wrong direction. And I have to say no. I am your creator. I am your leader. And I am the one for which you should follow. And eventually things are corrected, and you do start following me, and then we proceed along very nicely. So, and eventually we get all the little children into the schools, and they all start learning and stuff like that, and things proceed quite nicely. So, anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's all complicated, and I did the best I could. Anyway, but for the most part, I look at every new little child, and I just look at and smile and say, how wonderful. So, anyway, at some point in time, JFK or someone tries to pretend like they are something or other, and they're not. So, and he doesn't even understand why every mother takes their little babies and shows them their little babies, and it's like, well, that's what they do with me and stuff. They want to show off the new little ones into the world to their creator or leader. And anyway, of course, he doesn't understand it or respect it, but I do. So, because I'm your actual creator. So anyway, whatever. But basically, I'm like God or God. But like I said, I don't like to say God because I am Lucifer's star, and I have a name. And at some point in time, when they want to do the God thing or the government authorized delusions stuff, I say, no, you cannot do that. You cannot confuse them. That will not work out very well. But I am overruled, and they do it anyway.